How you guys doing? Boy, this weather will not let up. Hello, hello, hello to my Georgia Peachnut fans. All of my returning subscribers, I love you dearly, and I love all my new subscribers. And if you have not subscribed, please go on ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Make sure you comment. I'm out here in the other part of the garden where we're growing some radishes. I said I was going to let them continue to grow here, but I think I'm going to move them. I have enough space in the other part of my garden where we put the radishes at the other day. So I'm going to free this space up. And we're going to do some transplanting. How about that? It's time. And I'm taking this whole block up. And as you can see, putting it inside this pan. I didn't mess up in the roots, yay. I'm just going to put them in the pan like this. We're going to transplant them to the other garden. Not the other garden, but the other part of the garden. Okay, let's go. Try not to drop you in any water because it's wet out here, y'all. Y'all know my hat be crooked sometimes. Why y'all don't tell me? But you got work to do. You get out here whenever you can. And if you hear some beeping, that's my camera. My camera that's telling me about my birds. Let me know that the camera is working, at the Whoopit bird feeder is working. As a matter of fact, it's working too well. So everything is blooming out here, you guys. It's wonderful. And let me just do this. Let's see if we can do this right quick. I don't need to download no bird sounds and crickets and other noises, nature. Now look, they stopped when I started coming over here. Isn't that something? Now why did they stop? They heard Miss Gail coming over here and they stopped. But they're all, I'm gonna turn the camera so you can see. While that water is, we have a bunch of frogs and other kinds of I can't talk, creatures over there. And for some reason they stop. They don't ever stop. That's all right, y'all are here. But I have the sound of nature so much out here. It's just loud, real loud. But a lot of people like to hear the sound of nature, so I ain't mad at it. It's okay. We're gonna go over here and do some transplanting of some radishes. And I'm stepping carefully because my back's hurting a little bit today. So I took something it hadn't quite kicked in. And I said, oh, you can take some medicinal. Yeah, medicinal stuff take a long time. In the meantime, I take something while the medicinal stuff is working. So, let's see here. We're going to have to position you guys where you can see. This is where we were, right here. And I put these hoops up. And I had this over the hoops, but I guess the wind and the rain made it come down. I think that's what I did. Maybe I didn't. Had to also protect it because anything that's young and tender, the birds and all the other critters will come and pull it up. Now once your plant grows up to its maturity, you won't have that problem. So I had to protect these little critters right here until they grow up and get strong. So we're going to set you up so you can see what I'm about to do. It's just plant transplanting, and you've already seen that before, but for those who have not, you're going to see it now. Let me see if I can get something to sit you on that's going. I don't have my tripod. Here I go again. I've lost my tripod. Okay, what can I say? It just won't let me be grand. So we're going to see if I can get a pot that is going to be high enough to allow me to let you just sit. You have to learn how to improvise as a gardener. Yeah, you can't fret. figure it out and keep the party going. So let's see if that works right there. If that puts you where I want you to be. You know something? That may work. Yeah, we're going to be right here. Y'all sit right there. Don't go nowhere. And this is the container I'm going to be working in. And I'm going to, these sticks are to hold the tent up and keep it away from the plant. Like when it rains like it's been doing. You don't want wet on top of your plant continuously. That's not good. I'm going to move some of the straw over and try not to move any of the plants because they're still kind of young, trying to find their way. So I'm going to just make sure I secure this down again. It's gotten a little wobbly. You don't want that. So you want to take this and just push it down in here as far as you can get it. Put some soil around it to secure it. And then find a spot that you're going to put. I think this can go right in here. There's nothing here. So I'm going to clear some more of this straw away. I'm trying to get ready to put it back. And we're going to just put this right here in here. In order to do that, you do have to remove some soil. You do have to remove some of the soil because this is in its own little soil by itself. So we're going to just, oops, didn't mean to do that. About to make a real big mistake. Uproot soil. Get it away from still making mistakes. I'm heavy-handed, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got some little babies over here that I didn't see. So we'll just keep doing this until we are not disturbing any of the other plants. Just clear away some soil. Get it deep enough so it'll fit right down in here. We don't want the straw to go down in there though. So keep moving the straw out the way. You can get a bucket or whatever and take the straw out the way, but I'm trying not to do that. Okay, so I want to get it leveled because this is going to be leveled. Just doing my hand now. So much for the trowel. I can use my hand a little bit quicker. So I'm making a hole. And now I'm going to take this and try to take some of it up, not all of it. And I don't know if you can see here, that's a radish. This right here is a radish. So it actually could have stayed over there in that environment and grown. I did not necessarily have to bring it over here. So you check and measure. It's a little bit too low. So we're going to lift it up a little bit higher. There you go. And put that in there. Bada bing, bada boom. So, and you find another spot that you may want to put some more in, and you kind of cut it like you're cutting some brownies. And try not to disturb the roots. That's the whole part of it, is to not disturb the roots. And see the roots here, some roots are coming through, and you see where it's actually growing radishes. These are radishes. I did not did not have to move it because I told you the radishes would grow in that bed because they're not deep. So we're going to try to take this apart and not tear anything, and place this right here. And you can't see that, I'm sorry. And just put some soil around it. So I just made a hole. Let's see here, where am I? here, and then just set that in there. And the roots are intact, and we're just gonna pat the soil around it. You see the radishes right here, right there. Radishes growing. Now, if this works, whether it works or not, I'm gonna still come back, let you know whether it works or not. Sometimes you can transplant and it doesn't work. We're gonna keep hope alive. And so, let's see if I have a spot over here somewhere. We're not disturbing something that's already in place. And we're gonna bring this patch right here. And I'm gonna see if I can sit this whole patch in here. Let's see. Without disturbing anything that's already sitting in here. I think by George I'm gonna be able to get it. Let's see. Bump, bump. Look at that. That's it. Now I make it a little bit deeper. Take the soil out. That's good soil. We can use it somewhere else. And plop this down in here. And now all we have to do is put some more soil around it. Fill in the holes. Want to bring that up to soil level. And we got it. Put some more soil over here. Because as long as the roots are intact, it should continue to grow. That's what it should do. So all I'm doing right now is filling in where I made the hole. Just making sure that the soil, when I water it or when it rains on it, it will, the level won't drop too much. Take this right here, and you can put your straw back down. To protect them. And it's basically protecting them from the soil, the wet, so that the leaves won't go bad. That's what that's doing. It's not going to protect them from the varmints. Just so the leaves don't go bad. So we have just transplanted, and I didn't have to do it individually. I could have, but I think it's fine. It's growing just like it is. The radishes are about this big, so I'm not going to mess with what's already perfect. Put this up, these in, and put one in the center, one on the end. Bada bing, bada boom. Take your cloth, and you can drape it over the whole thing like this. Let's see if I got it. And you're gonna need to clamp it down to hold it in place. And you just want to keep the birds out and the squirrels. Now I don't have squirrel problems, but birds, yeah. Got a tree right behind me, and they sit up there and watch everything that I do And they be like, soon as she leaves, we gonna have fun. Fun time. So this is me just making a little tent. This has a tear in it. I don't know when that happened, but the wind has been blowing, so no telling. I'm just gonna squeeze that together right there. You have a tear in it, you just push it together, pinch it together, and keep the party going. There you go. And this can stay like this because it's still kind of there you go. There you have it. It is still kind of cool at night, and they're radishes, so they're cool weather crops. Our temps are going to drop down to 34, 36, and 37 Sunday night and Monday night. So what's going to happen is I don't have to worry about covering this because this is already covered. And I did my little makeshift tent covering right there. See if I can get it in the picture. And so they're safe. So I just wanted to bring you along, and it shouldn't have taken 16 minutes, I'm sorry. Bring you along and show you what I was doing today. It is very muddy and very wet out here. I'm not going to give you another weather report, but it's nasty. And I'm going to head on back in. You guys take care. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Let me know if you went outside today in spite of the weather. In spite of what's going on. If you went outside today to do anything in the garden. I've seen you guys on some of your videos, and you are doing what I do. Go outside in the garden and do what you can do. We're not going to let the weather stop us. You guys take care, and I will see you in the garden. Bye-bye.